What's up? What's up? How y'all doing? This is Mario 1031, and welcome to the Tuesday after. Tuesday, October 29th. That means in 2 days, I'll be once again 21 years old. Don't look like it? Well, it sucks to be you. Um, Today's show, we're gonna talk hit about some basketball, a little bit about the World Series. I really don't care about the Red Sox and the Cardinals. There go my little bit right there. We're gonna talk about a couple of NFL games. First off, I got the Detroit Lions and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, mind you, whoever saw that game, you have to understand this. It was good. Period. Carl, Carl Collins the third. It was good. Well, my shirt was on. Shirt was. Listen. Although my Chicago Bears were off this week, I got it with something for them too. We're gonna kid on Dallas and Detroit. Well, it had three key points. One, Romo did not jack up in the fourth quarter, which is good for him because it wasn't Romo's fault. Two, Detroit defense did not jack up in the fourth quarter either, which is good for them. And three, anytime you got the leader of the Decepticons on your team, who's the other guy? In his right hand man, you got a what you got? Seriously. First of all, we're gonna talk about this. Certain guy named Megatron. Where's Starscream at? Because I think that's Matthew Stafford. Megatron is Calvin Johnson. Seriously, he's shown the great. He's shown like, I mean, what can't this guy do? I'm not praising him. Come on, listen. I'm a Bears fan. I'm a Detroit fan, but I'm also played wide receiver, and that guy has talent. Now, I'm gonna take you a little cliff note about the Transformers for a hot minute. Bear with me. First of all, Transformers was a 1980s cartoon made by Hasbro, and you gotta understand that cartoon rocked. It had a cartoon movie. It had spin-offs. It was now, matter of fact, 30 years later, what we got in the movie theaters coming up next year? Transformers Part 4. Yeah, I admit it's remake, but guess what? Still Megatron, still Starscream, still Optimus Prime. Speaking of Megatron, who is Megatron? Who is number 81? Okay, sorry, sorry. Megatron was the leader of the Decepticons. Just like Calvin Johnson, which the Detroit Lions always need, becomes the leader for the Lions. Yes, I said it's not Matthew Stafford because we talk about this, and I'm gonna talk about this how it is. Um, Megatron and Starscream. That is Calvin Johnson and Matthew Stafford. Now, or we can call them Galvatron and Cyclone, or Grimlock versus Grimlock and the Dinobots, or we could call this or excuse me, the Constructicons, because this is what the Lions are doing right now. They are playing like a transformed offense, and I mean that for real. I've never seen these guys like this before. In all my, I'm telling my age, years of watching football, I gotta admit, I'm not a Lions fan. But Sunday's game kind of impressed me. But however, this is the halfway point, and the Lions are soon to fall unless they wake up, and then they're probably soon to fall again. But enough about that. On the Dallas sideline, my crybaby slash idiot of the week is Dez Bryant. Listen, Dez, you can't get the ball all the time. You can call for it, you can ask for it, you can catch it. But your chances on the sidelines, really? Come on, Dez. And well, Dez, you're just part of the problem. Also, post game shows, the Dallas Cowboys said, "Oh, Dez is a great teammate. Dez is just wonderful. Dez is a nice guy to hang around." I don't know what to say. You're backing up a 2-year old who plays in the NFL and cries because he doesn't get the ball. Met a couple times he was open, but he cried. Just like Jerry Rice crying to Joe Montana or Steve Young. No, he's got Roger Craig in the backfield and Ryan Hart to save their butts on defense. I'm telling you, it sucks to be the Cowboys right now. It does. Okay. Well, enough about that. That's my idiot. Hit at me if you think otherwise. But seriously, them boys are crybabies. Let's move on. Um, First of all, our 8-0 KC Chiefs. Now, I never thought I'd say that the same thing. Did you? 8-0 Kansas City Chiefs. Who put who put Cleveland like they did, like they were Jacksonville versus Denver? He put them to bed. Seriously. I mean, Jason Campbell did do the job. I'm not going to tell a lie, but KC is too much right now, and this is why they're 8-0. The defense steps up when it needs to, and the offense steps up when it has to. Seriously, Alex Smith has been rejuvenated. What can I say? It's like Joe Martinez all over again. You leave San Francisco, you go to KC. What happened? Huh. Oh, speaking of San Francisco, they was over in Landon spanking the 0-8 Jacksonville. Now 0-8 Jacksonville. 42-10 as Kaepernick goes back to Bear 4. Ah, yeah, you like how to tie it in, don't you? Listen, ain't much to talk about the other day because we all knew Jacksonville was going to lose. Seriously. You didn't know? That's why they're 0-8. They might not win again. Matter of fact, if I look at the schedule and I get back to you next week, they may not win a game. Matter of fact, the only team that has a chance to win the game are the 0-7 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The pride of Bucks are gone. Josh Freeman is gone. You got nobody to blame for your mistakes but yourself. Seriously. Come on now. This is Bucks country. I don't hear the cannonball anymore. Sorry. Alright, let's move on. The team that scared me on Sunday too. New England Patriots. Down 17-3 at the half. Tom Brady did not look like Tom Brady. I gave praises to Tom Brady every single week on my show. Seriously, Tom Brady did not look like Tom Brady, and that's what scared me. However, third and fourth quarter, Tom Brady still didn't look like Tom Brady, but at least they had the run game. At least they had the defense. Brady needs to come back. I admit Brady took it off week, hands down. That's what he did. He said, "Screw it, I don't want to play this week. I'm done." That's what he did. You know, Tom Brady started off with a negative in my fantasy game. Tom Brady did not want to play, and you know what? I don't blame Mr. Brady. Y'all can see that tweet at the screen. I don't blame Mr. Brady, but yeah, we're gonna move on. I'm done with that. Meanwhile, in the North, another team that should hang it up, the Minnesota Vikings. Um, they're done. Green Bay again. Aaron Rodgers, turn on the gas pedal. We're gonna ride it. Yeah, they're done. Couple of teams that shocked me this week. First of all, we'll go back to the NFC East right now. The Giants and the Eagles. Two high scoring teams. You pick Michael Vick and Eli Manning. What happened? 5 field goals and Matt Barkley, UCLA or USC only got to score a touchdown, period. 5 field goals for the Giants and only got to a touchdown, Matt Barkley. That was just ridiculous. I'm sorry. It was. That's how I'm going to call it how I see it. It was ridiculous. Two powerhouse NFC football teams scoring no more than 22 points. You can't, excuse me, you can't call it the defense. You call it subpar. Vic's out again with a hamstring. Eli Manning still sucks. Next, another off the wall was Monday night. Um, Pete Carroll rejuvenates the Seahawks, and the St. Louis Rams are without Sam Bradford. However, you expect this game, the Monday night game, to be a blowout, but consider practice on Monday. 14-7. All defense with 2 touchdowns by the Seahawks. You think Russell Wilson got better legs? Seriously? Excuse me. I am not amused. I am really not amused. Okay, two more shockers. Pittsburgh season is done. I'm calling it right here. You let the Oakland Raiders beat you. Seriously, the Pittsburgh season is done. It's done. Peyton Manning's got back in rare form. You already know that. We're gonna skip the Washington Denver game because you already know Peyton won that one. Um, where did the Bengals come from? This is supposed to be Geno Smith's team. Sanchez is going to be gone for a while, but unfortunately, nobody told him about the Cincinnati defense. 49-9. Yeah, it was meant to be. But okay, let's quick hit on the Bears real quick before we continue on. Um, Upgraded for Jay Cutler. Saying to be off 4 to 6 weeks. Playing it week by week. Now, mind you, this does not change the offensive scheme because they do have adjustment now, and yes, they do have uh, Matt Forte, Bennett, um, Brandon Marshall, and Jeffries. That doesn't change the offensive scheme. However, without the defense, well, we got a truckload. Oh, against Green Bay. When was that game? Monday night. You gotta watch it because I'm gonna be sitting down watching. I used to watch Monday Night Raw, but hey, I only time I get a chance to watch the Bears on TV. And yes, folks, I do have another service. I won't be talking to y'all. Like I said, a little bit of baseball. Red Sox up 3-2 on the Cardinals. I think that last game tonight. If that's tomorrow night, I pick the Red Sox victory. Why? Come on now. Who don't love the Red Sox? I don't want to see the Cardinals. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. Move on. Finally tonight, what can I say? It is Detroit basketball. Yeah, this isn't AI I'm wearing. This is the main man, Mr. Big Shot Chauncey Billups, and Detroit Pistons. They're back. The season starts miraculously before my birthday in 2 days, which is the first time in 4 years. I gotta admit, the NBA is trying to do something right. First of all, let's talk with the Pistons. They bring back Steve Billups. They they signed Brandon Jennings. They signed Josh Smith. I pray to God they put Stuckey on the bench forever and trade him away. Seriously. So Pistons look proud to me this year. Too bad they had to get rid of Jason Maxiell because hey, we can't have too many small power forwards. I'm sorry. But Jason Maxiell, you'll always be remembered. Um, Meanwhile, I hope somebody beats the Miami Heat. And this brings me tonight to my 6 cents. Listen, it's next that Miami done good and won the NBA title for David Stern last year, and the center fact that David Stern finally goes back to the 2-2-1-1-1 NBA final format. I'm proud of that. But I'm not here to talk about none of that stuff right now. I'm here to talk about the All Star break. Why the All Star break? This is my rant. I've got to be for this. First of all, superstars do play in a 3-point contest. Superstars play in the City Stars contest. Superstars do not do the slam dunk competition, except for Blake Griffin. Wait for Blake Griffin. Called to be a pawn his first year there, he showed out. He jumped over Taylor. I admit, I wanted to be a Hummer, but hell, even he can jump better than I can. I can't dunk anymore. I probably could never do it in the first place. But Kobe entered 1 year. Who hasn't entered? Oh, let's see. The guy who's won 3 rings. What's his name? King James. Okay, now here's a little comparison I'm gonna give you. First of all, a guy called King does not change teams to help another team win championship run. Period. Point blank. And this is my second 6 right? Well, I'm putting them both together. Let's see. Jordan. Although, yeah, I mean, he gave the Pistons 50. Or the Pistons gave him 50. How you want to look at it. And I believe it. The Pistons gave him 50. Pistons enough to cry to David Stern, tell him to change the rules, have the Bulls win a title, pay the refs off. But I can admit, Jordan did win 6 titles. Jordan did just like LeBron won 3 titles, nothing against LeBron. But fact of the matter is, LeBron James changed teams, point blank. Jordan didn't. Next, what else can I say? LeBron won multiple MVP. Okay, true. Jordan won multiple MVP. True. Jordan won scoring titles. True. LeBron scoring title? No. Too many good guys in the NBA. I'm sorry. um, but there's one thing Jordan will always have with LeBron, and that is the slam dunk competition. Come on, fight from the free throw line. You cannot take that one away. Now LeBron can come. I've seen LeBron dunk before. He's got some massive dunks. Don't get me wrong, but LeBron's a chicken. He's not. He say, "Oh, I'm dunking the All-Star game," then he backs out. Jordan never do that. And as much as I hate Michael Jordan, Jordan has earned my respect over the last so many years. As compared to LeBron says he wants to be like Jordan. Well, LeBron, enter a few center contests. We would love to see you. Then we'll probably boo you up to see him afterwards. I mean, you love it so much, enter. Wayne Wade did. But, yeah. More superstars in the center competition, please. I would love to see that. Okay. Time to go. Enjoy the opening NBA season. It starts tonight. Pretty good games. I'm not watching. I was watching Red 2. It's a pretty good movie. Meanwhile, Batman Ark Origins, if you haven't gotten it yet, get it. Darkest Tone from Arkham City. Um, Castlevania's Mirror of Fate. It's on now. It's good. And I know they said should be getting paid for this, but I don't get it here. Meanwhile, this is Mario 1031 signing off, saying peace and enjoy the Halloween season. I got 2 days to enjoy and 2 more days to enjoy. Till then, I'll see y'all next week. Peace out.